What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. Before I crack on with today's video covering all things ins, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, and do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. 20k subscribers, it's on the horizon now, less than 150 subscribers away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated, rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates for everybody to enjoy. So do go and subscribe if you haven't already, that'd be much appreciated. Also, my social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Twitch link also in the description below if you want to go and follow me on my Twitch. My partner channel is also in the description below too if you want to go and subscribe to them as well. That would be fantastic, including the newly formed JSGC football. That would be brilliant. And also leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Once more, like goal is 400 likes, so any help towards that would be great. And also, lastly, most important, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Without further ado, let's crack on with this video. We're going to start off first what we were speaking about in yesterday's video, which of course is Cristiano Ronaldo. We do have the latest on that. Now, Juventus, they're apparently valuing the 36-year-old at around £25 million, which for Cristiano Ronaldo sounds like an absolute bargain, but I'll tell you right now, if Ronaldo was to be signed for anyone that's looking to win the Champions League, 12 months with the option probably of another 12 months. We're talking right at the end of his career. And right now what's been reported is, of course, Manchester City are focusing on Harry Kane, as we already know, and this is according to the Daily Mail. Now, what I would find interesting is if there is no breakthrough for Manchester City this week with Harry Kane, I've got a feeling Manchester City are going to move on. It's going to go one of two ways. We'll either not sign a striker and settle with what we've got, or we'll go out there and we'll go and sign somebody else. And I'm just wondering if there is other options out there. It's quite clear that Juventus probably would be willing to listen to offers for Ronaldo, gets them £25 million. It also gets him off their wage bill as well. And it allows them then to go out there and do whatever business that they need to go and get done with a player. Like I said, is getting towards the end of his career. It would be a good short-term alternative for Manchester City if, of course, they are looking towards a more long-term option. But it's all about who that long-term option is. We've already heard from Manchester City, I don't know if they're playing games or not with Tottenham, and saying that if they don't sign him this summer, they're not going back in for Harry Kane, and that's done and dusted. I think Harry Kane is very concerned about that. He'll probably be concerned that City are getting linked with other strikers as well. Like I said, it could be a negotiation tactic, this, from Manchester City, just to say, well, we've got other alternatives. We don't need to sit here all day waiting for Harry Kane. If we need to, we'll go for someone else instead. And so Spurs need to try and speed that up. But things might not materialise. It might be one of them cases where the move never happens. And so it could well be a case that Cristiano Ronaldo could be put towards a contingency to one side for Manchester City. I'm not aware that there's loads of clubs looking at Cristiano Ronaldo right now, but he could be an option. The only problem we've got is he'd be very expensive in wages, and it isn't normally how City tend to do their transfer business. But we'll see. So, speaking of Harry Kane, we have got an update on him. The Sun are saying that Harry Kane, he's expecting a breakthrough before the weekend in terms of negotiations between Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur. Sources at the club are suggesting that Spurs, they're resigned to losing Harry Kane, and the delay in this transfer is literally all down to Daniel Levy. There's a surprise, and him playing hardball when it comes to this transfer. The Telegraph, they've chipped in and said that Manchester City are planning to make one final push towards trying to sign Harry Kane, and that bid will be going in of around £125 million. Now, it is believed that Tottenham Hotspur, whose value is around £150 to £160 million, aren't going to negotiate with £125 million. Apparently, Daniel Levy isn't engaging with that. Daniel Levy isn't answering the phone to Manchester City, and so obviously not taking up City on their offer of £125 million. So it's all about, will City go for more? And it has been reported that City could be willing to go as high as up to €150 million. Apparently, though, if that all comes in cash, Daniel Levy, again, isn't going to accept that, but he is willing to negotiate with €150 million. I feel like we've paid £100 million for Jack Grealish. I feel like we're touching on silly money. In a pandemic market as well, I'm just not sure I see City doing this. For €150 million signing to be made, €150 million signing to be made, I feel like we'd probably need a player or two out of the first team squad to leave, to try and help, so to speak, the net spend, the balance of the books when it comes to that. And to be honest, I'm just not sure I see City going anywhere near them prices, which is why City are perhaps being linked with contingencies. And like I said, they may legitimately be looking towards contingencies, or it may be a negotiation tactic to try and speed the process up to get Spurs to accept the offer that is on the table. To me, though, it all sounds a bit of a mess. But it makes it even more strange that we said no to Lionel Messi without making any phone call or contact with Messi, just even for 7 days or so, just to say, hang on, wait with that offer from PSG. We might be interested here. We are looking at Harry Kane, but we're not sure it's going to plan. And if not, we would like to come in for Lionel Messi. And that just needs to be a private phone call between the club and Lionel Messi and literally nobody else. And I'm sure if Pep Guardiola got involved in that, then Lionel Messi would have waited just a little bit just to make a decision on his future whilst he weighs up the decisions that's on offer to him. So it makes it crazy that we didn't consider that as a short term and that we're getting linked with Ronaldo. It doesn't really make sense. But if we're not going along them routes and we're looking for long term, it makes it even stranger that we weren't in for Romelu Lukaku, who's obviously a lot cheaper than what Harry Kane is going to be. And you know, he's a talisman, knows where the back of the net is, knows how to score goals, and we're lacking a goal scorer. And so yeah, I feel like he'd have been a good fit for Manchester City. So yeah. Anyway, the latest with Harry Kane, he's not going to feature in the Europa League match tonight. He's remained in England. He's working on his fitness. If you believe that he's working on his fitness and it's not that he's unhappy and quite frankly isn't anywhere near being match ready, is more than likely the real reason behind why Harry Kane isn't playing for Tottenham Hotspur right now. But the stance is still very clear from Harry Kane. He wants to leave Tottenham, he wants to join Manchester City, and he wants it to happen now. He wants that to be done, and I would say as the days go on, the more and more unlikely it becomes. And like I said, City will start to look towards contingencies. It's natural, but anything can happen between now and deadline day. I will keep you guys up to date. And so it moves us on to another contingency, the final story of this transfer update. And it's a new name, Dusan Vlahovic. I over said his name right there, but he plays for Fiorentina in Italy. Tottenham have been linked with him previously. Atletico Madrid are also being linked as well. Fiorentina want to keep hold of him. The president has said and come out and said he isn't for sale unless he gets crazy offers like €100 million. Find that very particular amount of money to put out there. And then there's been some journalists that have been hopping onto this, including one that I've not come across when I've dealt a lot with Italian transfers before, covering transfer updates, but Sara Meini, I've not dealt with her before, but she has said that the player is in contact with Manchester City. He's apparently ready to leave Fiorentina. Like I said, there is a lot of interest in him, so it is probably quite likely that he will leave Fiorentina, and he'd really like to join Manchester City. Now, a signing like this would make sense for Manchester City for several reasons. Firstly, he isn't going to be on £400,000 per week. It isn't going to break our wage structure, which is good. It's not going to be €150 million either, like we're being quoted for Harry Kane, which is also good. He's 21 years old, and so there's obviously sell-on value, and we get lots of years out of him if he ends up being a tremendous success. Ticks another box. He also had a very good season last season in Serie A. 21 goals in 37 games is very, very respectable for a striker. And for the amount of opportunities that Man City create, you imagine that if he played 37 Premier League games, he'd probably be scoring at least 21 goals. You'd imagine he'd be scoring more if he's playing 37 games for how attacking Manchester City like to be. He's 6'3", he's physical, and so if we wanted to put crosses in, it might even solve that problem as well. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I've seen him play and I know loads about him, because I don't. I don't know too much about him. If people have seen him play, leave in the comments. How good do you think he is? Is he a player that City should be going after? And if so, is he worth 80 to 100 million euros, which is what he's been linked with a move to Manchester City? So do let me know. Of course, lots of people will be heading onto YouTube to watch his compilation videos. Now, Sports Witness have said that City, they're preparing an offer for Vlahovic, apparently around 80 million euros, which Fiorentina are apparently braced to receive that offer. And it is being reported that Vlahovic, he is Manchester City's contingency when it comes to Harry Kane, and so casting more doubt on Harry Kane to Manchester City. Like I said, it could be a game by City, link themselves with other strikers, putting some little feelers and offers and scouting and declaring their interest, maybe even speak about them as well, and that might just force Daniel Levy's hand, because Daniel Levy knows if City say, here's your final offer, 125, 130 million pounds, take it or leave it, we're not coming back in for him, we're going to go after this striker, and that offer is going to get accepted, then Daniel Levy's going to go, oh, I'm going to be left with an unhappy player that wanted to leave, that I'm not letting leave whilst we're getting a lot of money. And so, which way will we go? I think things have just got very interesting. Would love to know your thoughts of this in the comments below. Don't forget also to subscribe if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything related to Manchester City news, transfer news, and lots of other Manchester City content for everyone to look forward to. So do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload. Aiming for 20k subscribers, so any help to us, that would be much appreciated. Now less than 150 subscribers away from that goal. Also, don't forget social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Partner channel links in the description below too if you want to go and subscribe over there. That would be fantastic. Go and check out them videos. And also, Twitch link is also in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitch. Leave your thoughts on what you made of these transfers in the comments below and leave a thumbs up as well if you did enjoy this video. 400 likes is what I'm aiming for. So if we could hit that, that would be brilliant. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. I'm just sensing things are really starting to warm up when it comes to strikers and Manchester City. I'll keep you guys all up to date. You have my word every single day. So I'll see you again tomorrow for the next transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.